Now I have more light. I don't know if it'll help or not on the focus. We'll have to see. I guess I'm going to give an order to this, I'm going to stick today with various crafts talked about together. Uh, Metal, stone, brick, tile, and pottery. Textiles and leathers, glass, and other crafts. You know, and of course this is Roman, so this is archaeological, really. And a sort of more academic uh, in its presentation, but still worth knowing that it's there. I certainly enjoyed that. Now this is De Re Metallica, and you saw the outside of it. I have studied this greatly because where I live here was mined. And you know, it shows how here's a whole section on how the veins go of various minerals. The woodcuts, you know, I've studied over them in such detail. The guy riding behind a horsepower. There's one in here, I don't know if I could find it quick enough. It's kind of amazing. That guy's sitting up on top of, and well, dealing with, you know, getting the water out of the, there's a goat-powered great wheel, a man-powered great wheel. Windmill. Getting the water out of the mines was you know, to pump it out was always an issue. Well, you know, this is so much about extraction rather than manufacture, but still of great interest to me. Anyway, I've studied it very often. Now, this is the book that I got in Portugal at the. I even had it signed, João Manuel Borges Azevedo. Beautiful book. This kind of stuff is actually duplicated in that museum. They make it, you know, from all over the world. Let's see how this is organized. Splitting, cabinet making, layout, wood carving, finishing, upholstery. But you see, it's gold beading, but then book binding, where they decorate the books with the gold. It's a collection of shops that are mutually supportive. That's what has fascinated me so much about this place. An amazing place. If you ever get to Lisbon, gold beading. There aren't very many places, or maybe now there are more, but where they still beat gold by hand to make gold leaf. If you ever get to Lisbon, don't only go to the Museum of Decorative Arts. Pay the extra to take the tour to go back into the shops. That might be a little bit of a hard book for you to get a hold of. It was expensive. This one, Les Métiers au Moyen Âge, the trades of the Middle Age. You know, a baker. Look some. Oh, I know what's happened. He's pulled the fire out and pushed it underneath there. That's what this is so deceiving. It looks like that does the heating. But no, the fire is in the oven, and I've built down in the barn a bake oven. I haven't used it yet. It's not quite done. Beautiful, beautiful book. You know, glass blowing. And I'm sorry, in a way, there's making a wheel. Or no, this is a potter. That's a potter's wheel. See how this is organized. The artisan at the village, in the city, the division of labor, the crafts at the heart of society, the crafts make the life of the village, make a career in a trade, guilds and confrères. I should read this. Oh boy, French. I can do it. My head's full of German, and I got to get it also with Portuguese full. But you know, these illustrations from back in the Middle Ages, they show in detail the tools in the shops. I did show you a little bit of that already. Saint Joseph I think that's like a menuisier. I think it's like a cabinet maker. I think there's a charpentier, a carpenter. They make big stuff. This is the kind of carpenter I am. All right, beautiful book. Sort of hate to turn away from this one. Well, I think you can find this stuff online. That's what I was saying. I have a plan. I think there are ways to find these images online and be able to look at them better. All right, back in America, colonial crafts. This was made, these photographs were made at Williamsburg. No, not Williamsburg. It's hardly even credited here. Well, maybe it is. I'm thinking in terms of Europe. I'm hoping you can read that table of contents. Not Williamsburg. It's down there in Virginia. You know, really, it made really for children or for school leatherwork. Aha! My friend Shirley. If you're watching this, look at that. That's what we talked about. That kind of sewing. She can sew leather. Boy, you know what? I'm going to just take the time. I'm going to flip through each page. It's not a very big book anyway. Cooper. The Wheelwright. Beautiful book, actually. The Gunsmith. I'm not so fond of guns. He's actually rifling a barrel right there. Blacksmith. Founder, he casts metal. Silversmith, I assume you can read these. Papermaker. Wow, they even have papermaker. No, a really nice little book. And I haven't been back to Colonial Williamsburg. I guess maybe I did have that right. I haven't been back. I was only there once in my life, and about 50 years ago. I should go back. Maybe I will this summer. There's a bake oven. Aha. Big enough. This is a good bit like what I've done down there in the barn. There's a list. Well, it'd be a little bit like what's at the top. All right, where would you get such a book? CrabtreeBooks.com. I think they're in Vermont. There you go. All right, and the same publication, is the same place really, the Woodworkers. I bought these two books, not at Colonial Williamsburg, but a different museum. Woodworking, cabinet maker, Cooper, Wheelwright, Wainwright, Shipwright. Don't plan to build any ships here on the farm. Again, you know, these are so beautiful, and they're large. You can probably see them fairly well. I think I'll just a barking spud. I've got one of them. As a matter of fact, part of a spot on the farm I'm going to make just for hewing pit saw. I am going to make an up and down saw, but I don't know if I'll do it to be done by hand like that. I was going to do it water powered. Oh boy. A craft I love, timber framing. I'm moving the book back and forth because I'm thinking about the focus. Not exactly a professional job here what I'm doing, but it'll give you something to look at. The Cooper. That's the first thing I really did. The first separate shop I really made is the Cooper shop. Trying to build it for less than $100. I don't know if it might cost me $200. The Wheelwright. Beautiful book. I'm real glad I got this. I'm glad I'm looking back at it too. There's a jack for lifting the carriage. All right, this may be extremely frustrating to you that I'm moving this back and forth like this, but my glosser. All right, I'm going to go on at least one more day